Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on Red Cape Classroom today. My name is Julie Kalinowski, and I am a customer strategy consultant for customer success at Istation. I have been a teacher, I've been a trainer, and I'm a parent. So I empathize with all of you and in the situation that we're all in right now and the new reality that we're facing. So today I'm going to share with you a couple of tips on how to work with your students and how to kind of talk to them about COVID-19 and the coronavirus, and really just some tips to get you through this very stressful time. So, we're not just battling the virus right now, we're battling the fear and anxiety that come along with it. So the things that I have kind of thought through myself as I've talked to families and different parents that are going through this with young children or even adolescents is really how can we kind of cope around this time. So my suggestions are, I don't think you can see it very well, but my suggestions are, the first thing is to offer comfort, empathy, and honesty. And this is just really focusing on helping your child feel safe, but yet being truthful at the same time. And obviously it's going to be dependent on the age of the child, on how much you're going to share. But again, we don't want to offer too much more than what they want to know. So I would let them guide you with questions. And then again, depending on their age as how you would respond. If they ask you something and you don't know the answer, then that's okay. You just say so. And you can use that as an opportunity to work together to find out more information. You can go to the CDC's website. There's a lot of different websites out there that you guys can go together as a way of really just looking at facts about what's around the coronavirus versus what they're seeing in the media, on social media, in the news, and so forth. Another thing is just to kind of speak calmly and reassuringly to your kiddos. Ensure them that, most people that get sick do recover, and that it's more like the flu or like a cold. Our kids, they tend to worry when we worry as adults. And so we want to try and use a calm voice to not seem upset when we're talking about it. Another thing is just to give them space to talk about their fears. So really just it's natural for them to worry, right? It's natural. Their lives have been turned upside down just like ours have. So again, let them know that they can come to you with questions and that you're obviously more than willing to kind of address those things. And then know, as a parent or a guardian, just kind of know when they need more guidance. And that could be just, again, being aware of how they're getting their news and how they're getting their resources. For your older kiddos, just limiting some of their interaction because they're going online, just kind of ensuring that you're aware of what they're looking at. The next one is to help kids feel in control. And that's just giving them specific things they can do to feel like they're in control. And for younger kids, that could be, hey, we need to make sure that we're getting enough sleep, and we need to make sure that we're staying healthy by washing our hands, and explaining that, that just helps keep the spread from the virus, and just being a good role model yourself and washing your hands. I can tell you, I feel like I've washed my hands more in the past few weeks than I ever have in my entire life. So talk about things that are happening to keep people safe and healthy. So again, make sure it's age appropriate. So for those younger kiddos, ensuring them that, we have hospitals and doctors and nurses that are working and able to take care of people. For older kids, letting them know that there is the vaccines are in the works right now, and that we're working on finding a way to help make sure that these people that are getting sick can no longer be sick. And also just prepare them for changes in their normal routines. I know that we already have seen that, but I've noticed, in the news as I'm looking, because I'm an educator, I look at different websites in different states, and I've noticed that a lot of these states aren't coming back to school for the rest of the year. And that's one thing that's going to be stressful for your kids. Especially, your seniors in high school that aren't going to be able to participate in prom or graduation, or just kids that miss their friends. And so again, knowing that that's something that that they're experiencing as well. The other thing is, teens often worry at this point. Kids are worried. The little ones are worried that they're going to get the virus. And so we can calm their fears by saying that, kids don't really have that much of a negative impact from this virus. And then for teens, I've noticed that they're more worried about us as parents getting the virus or grandparents. And so one way to do that is to, if you have Zoom or Skype or any type of other video platform that you can use, is check in with your older family members. So I do that with my dad all the time. I say, okay, we're going to call, grandpa tonight. And so we do video chats and so forth. The next part is creating and trying to stick to a normal routine. Many of my colleagues that have joined you in Red Cape Classroom for the past couple of days have talked about the importance of a routine. And this is definitely going to be a major thing to do with your kids now, because they feel out of control. There's so much change going on that's the one thing that they have a sense of control about, is to really just have that sense of routine, creating that. It's easy during school days when life's normal, but with what we're experiencing, just kind of creating that sense of routine. And then the last thing, and I will stress this, is take care of yourself. And I'm saying that because we are in, anxiety producing times right now, and they're changing daily. And so we as parents are shouldering a lot, and we need to ensure that we're taking care of ourselves mentally and physically and emotionally. So turn off the news, check in just once a day instead of looking and constantly refreshing and seeing what's going on. Too much bad news it's bad for you and it's bad for your kids. Run a bath, light candles, take a walk. Another thing is just look for sensory experiences. So pet your dog or cat if you have animals, or flip through an old family vacation album, or put on some music, or bake cookies, or anything that just really gives you a sense of peace. Because right now we just have to really calm our nerves so that we have the bandwidth to handle our children's questions and their responses. So again, these are just some tips to help you as you're working and talking to your children about the changes that they're experiencing in their lives due to COVID-19, the coronavirus. So I hope you found these helpful. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to check in tomorrow at the same time. We're going to be doing this through April 14th now. So we're just so glad that you are a part of Red Cape Nation, and stay safe, stay healthy, wherever you may be. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.